Michelle, how are we looking? Give me a second.
Okay.
You good? All right. Call to order. We're going to do the attendance roll call.
Supervisor Holdridge.
Here.
Councilman Aldisana.
Here.
Councilman Courtney.
Here.
Councilman Becker.
Here.
Councilman Zeisinger is absent.
Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is there any public comment tonight? Is there a list? Was there a list printed?
Yeah, I think so.
No. Is there any public comment from the audience at all?
I have none.
None from the, okay. Then we will proceed. So the reorganization document, please bear with me, my first time doing this. So we need a motion by a council member and a second to approve the following. We have the full document here. Everybody got a chance to read over and all that?
Yes.
All right. So I guess I'll go through it. We are going to be setting the meetings for the second and fourth Wednesday of each month at 7 p.m. Town Hall, as always. We are adopting the modified Roberts rules. We are adopting the regular rules of conduct and decorum, which is attached, designating the official depositories of the Webster Bank, Key Bank, and Orange Bank and Trust, designating the official newspaper, Times Herald Record, designating polling places for districts 1, 2, and 5 at Chester Academy, 3, 7, and 12 at Chester Senior Center, 4, 6, 10, 11 at Trout Brook Firehouse, districts 8 and 9 at Whispering Hills Clubhouse. Obviously, this is all subject to change once we get the ward system in. Adopt the Pledge of Allegiance to be performed at the beginning of every board meeting. Adopt written investment policy, which is attached in, later on in the document. Adopt the fee schedule, which is also attached. And then the authorizations, school attendance at the expense of town with permission granted by the town board. A daily meal allowance for conferences, reimbursement of meals up to $50 a day. Authorized payment of utility bills as they are received and postages as needed. Set rate of mileage compensation for personal vehicles, 67 cents per mile as per IRS 2024 rate. Is there any discussion on any of this?
No.
Tony? No? Okay. Is there a motion on the floor?
I'll make the motion.
Seconded?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
None against, no abstain. All right. Now, we have the resolution by the town of Chester relating to the official undertaking of municipal officers. Is this something that I need to read in its entirety? Okay. Whereas various sections of the state law, town law, and public officers law require that certain municipal officials execute an official undertaking, and whereas it is required by law that the town board approve the official undertaking as to its form and manner of execution and the sufficiency of the insurance, and whereas the town board of the town of Chester hereby requires the supervisor, town clerk, receiver of taxes, town justices, comptroller, and highway superintendent to execute said official undertaking as required by said law. Now, therefore, be it resolved that we, the town board of the town of Chester, approve the document Town of Chester official undertaking of municipal officers as to its form and manner of execution and the sufficiency of the insurance. And be it further resolved that the town of Chester does and shall maintain insurance coverage presently with the Western Surety Company Insurance Company in the sum of $100,000 and $0 for the town elected officials and other town employees, as well as $1 million for the town receiver of taxes to indemnify against losses through the failure of the officers, clerks, and employees covered thereunder to faithfully perform the duties or to account properly for monies and property received by virtue of their positions or employment, and through fraudulent or dishonest acts committed by the officers, clerks, and employees covered thereunder. And be it further resolved that the official undertaking containing the notarized signatures of those named municipal officials be filed in the office of town clerk, as well as the original copies of the insurance policies indicating the sufficiency of the sureties to indemnify the town against losses which may arise from failure to such officials to properly discharge their duties. The law requires the original undertaking containing the notarized signatures of the above officers be filed in the town clerk's office. The original or copy of the town's insurance policy must also be filed in the town clerk's office. The town board of the town of Chester approved the foregoing undertaking as to its form and manner of the sufficiency or of the surety by resolution adopted on January 10th, 2024. Should that be January 3rd?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll make a note of that. January 3rd, 2024. Town of Chester official undertaking by municipal officers. Now, therefore, as respective officers above do hereby undertake the town of Chester that will faithfully perform and discharge the duties of our office and will promptly account for, pay over all monies or property received as a town officer in accordance with the law. And this undertaking of town supervisor is further conditioned upon that he will well and truly keep, pay over, and account for all monies and property, including any special district funds belonging to the town and coming into his hands as such supervisor. And this undertaking of the town of receiver taxes is further conditioned that she will well and truly keep, pay over, and account all monies, property coming into her hands as such receiver of taxes and assessments. And this is followed by a signature page for the town officers, including their name, position, and town. Should the gender for receiver of taxes be changed to he because it's Vincent Maniscalco?
I think this is a stock form. but
Okay.
We can do that.
Yeah, let's just make sure we have that right. I don't know if Vin will appreciate that. All right, is there any discussion?
No.
No. Any vote? Motion.
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
All those in favor?
You want to do it as a roll call as?
Oh, yes, sorry. Yeah, that's right. Roll call vote.
Yes. I'm sorry.
We're not used to a roll call vote.
Supervisor Holdridge.
Aye.
Councilman Ardisana.
Aye.
Councilman Becker.
Aye.
Councilman Courtney.
Aye.
It passes. All right. And we can sign this now or afterwards?
You can- It needs to be notarized.
Mhm.
You can do it after.
So,
After.
done
Thank you.
All right.
At my office. So
Very good.
I never noticed.
All right. Now, State of New York, County of Orange, does this need to
That's
be
just the notary. You're
Just
going to
the
go to
notary
the
part.
standard workday
standard
resolution.
work rate resolution that needs to be? All right. All right, be it resolved that the town of Chester, location code 30466, hereby establishes the standard workday of 8 hours per day for all police, highway, and water department employees, and 6 hours per day for all other employees, including elected and appointed officials, and will report days worked to the New York State and local employees retirement system based on the timekeeping system records of activities maintained and submitted to the clerk of this body by April 15th, 2024. Any discussion?
Nope.
No. Okay, is there any motion for a roll call vote?
I'll make that motion.
Seconded?
I'll second.
Supervisor Holdridge,
Aye.
Councilmember Arzasana,
Aye.
Councilmember Becker,
Aye.
Councilmember Courtney.
Aye.
All right. So we have to waive the liquor law for the Sugarloaf Performing Arts Center. This is in order to allow, we have a law on the books from previous years that doesn't allow liquor to be served on town property, correct? So we just want to make sure that we're in good standing with our own code to waive that, since we do, in fact, offer liquor on the Sugarloaf Performing Arts Center property for all those wonderful shows we put on. So is there any discussion on that?
No.
No? Is there a motion for a roll call vote on that? Or is there something else that you
I
want
would
to,
just
Motion.
say you might want to put a timeline to that if it's
for
the
1
entire
year? Yeah, let's add for 1 year. All right. So is there a motion on the floor for a roll call vote to waive the liquor law for a term of 1 year?
Motion. I'll second.
Okay, we'll do a roll call vote for that.
Supervisor Holdridge,
Aye.
Councilmember Arzasana,
Aye.
Councilmember Becker,
Aye.
Councilmember Courtney.
Aye.
All right. It is approved. All right, appointments. So for the, so we have roll call votes for each and every appointment. Let's just get through it. All right, Police Commission, we have the town board. Is there any discussion?
Nope.
All right, is there a motion for a roll call vote for the appointment of the town board for the Police Commission?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay,
Supervisor Holdridge,
aye.
Councilmember Arzasana,
Aye.
Councilmember Becker,
Aye.
Councilmember Courtney.
Any nays? Abstentions? Okay, passes. Approved. Deputy Supervisor, we are appointing Tom Becker. Is there any discussion? Nope. Much deserved. Is there any motion?
I'll make the motion.
Is there any second?
Second.
Okay.
Supervisor Holdridge,
Aye.
Councilmember Arzasana,
Aye.
Councilmember Becker,
Aye.
Councilmember Courtney.
Aye.
Any against? Abstentions? Passes. Authorized deputies signature in the absence of the supervisor, Tom Becker. Is there any discussion?
Nope. Nope.
No.
Any motion for a roll call vote?
I'll make the motion. I'll second it.
All right.
Supervisor Holdridge,
Aye.
Councilmember Arzasana,
Aye.
Councilmember Becker,
Aye.
Councilmember Courtney.
Aye.
Any against? Abstentions? Passes. All right. Town clerk appoints deputy Heidi Schmidt. Is there any discussion?
No.
Nope.
No, that's it. Any motion for a roll call vote?
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
All right.
Supervisor Holdridge,
Aye.
Councilmember Arzasana,
Aye.
Councilmember Becker,
Aye.
Councilmember Courtney.
Against? Abstentions? None. Passes. All right. Town clerk appoint, that's TBD. Receiver of taxes appoints deputy Linda Sapala. Is there any discussion?
No.
Is there any motion on the floor for a roll call vote?
I'll make the motion.
Is there any second?
I'll second.
All right.
Supervisor Holdridge,
Aye.
Councilmember Arzasana,
Aye.
Councilmember Becker,
Aye.
Councilmember Courtney.
No abstentions, no against, passes. All right. Authorized deputy signature in the absence of the town clerk, Heidi Schmidt. Is there any discussion?
Nope. Nope.
Is there any motion on the floor?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All right.
Supervisor Holdridge.
Aye.
Councilmember Ardisana.
Aye.
Councilmember Becker.
Aye.
Councilmember Courtney.
No against, no abstentions, passes. Town Registrar, Linda Sapala. Is there any discussion?
Nope.
No.
Any motion on the floor?
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
Supervisor Holdridge.
Aye.
Councilmember Ardisana.
Aye.
Councilmember Becker.
Aye.
Councilmember Courtney.
Any against? Any abstain? No? Passes. Town Clerk appoints Deputy Town Registrar Heidi Schmidt. Any discussion?
No.
Any motion on the floor?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second? Tony?
I'll second.
Okay.
Supervisor Holdridge.
Aye.
Councilmember Ardisana.
Aye.
Councilmember Becker.
Aye.
Councilmember Courtney.
No against, no abstain, passes. Records Access Officer Linda Sapala. Is there any discussion on the floor? Is there any motion on the floor?
Make motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Supervisor Holdridge.
Aye.
Councilmember Ardisana.
Aye.
Councilmember Becker.
Aye.
Councilmember Courtney.
Any against? Any abstentions? Passes. All right, Water Billing Clerk Linda Sapala. Is there any discussion?
Nope.
Any motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
I'll second.
Supervisor Holdridge.
Aye.
Councilmember Ardisana.
Aye.
Councilmember Becker.
Aye.
Councilmember Courtney.
Any against? Abstentions? Passes. For Comptroller, and we will be changing this to a one-year term. I did speak to one of the two people that we interviewed. He has agreed to accept the position here. I had spoken with him about on having that be contingent on a background check and the official acceptance of an offer, a written offer, but he has verbally accepted it. So we would be appointing him for a one-year term. That would be Neil Meyer. Is there any discussion on that?
No.
None? Okay. Is there any motion on the floor to appoint Neil Meyer to the comptroller position for a one-year term contingent on a background check, which will be written out for Neil to sign? And what was the other thing? Now I'm forgetting.
You're fine.
I'm sorry?
You're fine.
I think I am fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All right.
Supervisor Holdridge.
Aye.
Councilmember Ardisana.
Aye.
Councilmember Becker.
Aye.
Councilmember Courtney.
Any against? Any abstentions?
Nope.
Passes. All right. Secretary to the Supervisor, Julie Tiller. Is there any discussion?
Nope.
Is there any motion on the floor?
I'll make the motion. I'll second that.
Supervisor Holdridge.
Aye.
Councilmember Ardisana.
Aye.
Councilmember Becker.
Aye.
Councilmember Courtney.
Any against? Abstentions? Passes. Court clerks, Kathy Moran and Patricia Hetchinger? Heckinger. Close. Any discussion?
No.
Any motion on the floor?
I'll make the motion. I'll second that.
Supervisor Holdridge.
Aye.
Councilmember Ardisana.
Aye.
Councilmember Becker.
Aye.
Councilmember Courtney.
Any against? Abstentions? Passes. Deputy Court Clerk, Arlene Rittenhouse. Is there any discussion?
No.
Is there any motion on the floor?
I'll make the motion. I'll second that.
Supervisor Holdridge.
Aye.
Councilmember Ardisana.
Aye.
Councilmember Becker.
Aye.
Councilmember Courtney.
Any against? Abstentions? Passes. Emergency Management Officer, Dan Dollinger. Is there any discussion?
Nope.
Any motion on the floor?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Supervisor Holdridge.
Aye.
Councilmember Ardisana.
Aye.
Councilmember Becker.
Aye.
Councilmember Courtney.
No against, no abstentions, passes. Animal Control Officer, Warwick Valley Humane Society. Is there any discussion?
No.
Any motion on the floor?
I'll make the motion. I'll second that.
Supervisor Holdridge.
Aye.
Councilmember Ardisana.
Aye.
Councilmember Becker.
Aye.
Councilmember Courtney.
No against, no abstain, passes. Comprehensive Plan Review Committee, which will consist officially of Brandon Holdridge, Larry Dysinger, Matt Woods, Tracy Shu, Richard Logothetis, David Stevenson, Veronica Mott, John Gifford, and Robert Courtney. Now I'm thinking about it. We got 3 council members on there with myself, Larry, and Bob. Oh, that's not good.
You can remove me.
Yeah. All right. Is that okay with everybody else?
Yes.
It's fine. You would just have to legally notice every single solitary meeting of the comp plan committee.
That is legally noticed.
So that's just,
So he would be able to stay on.
he could, you'd have to, because it would be a quorum of the board.
It's on it, so
Yeah.
it's put onto the calendar, like the town calendar, and
Yeah.
it's noticed just like all the other meetings.
Mhm.
That would allow all the board members to attend
that
also
something that-
for
Yeah.
particular meetings.
Okay.
So long as it's regularly noticed,
All right.
and it has to be a public meeting.
Yep, it always is. So we will keep Bob on there. We almost lost you there, Bob. All right. Is there any discussion? Is there any motion on the floor?
I'll make the motion.
Is there any second?
I'll second.
Supervisor Holdridge.
Aye.
Councilmember Ardisana.
Aye.
Councilmember Becker.
Aye.
Councilmember Courtney.
No against, no abstain, passes. All right, consultants. For attorney of the town, we have Elizabeth Cassidy, Esquire, who is here with us tonight. Is there any discussion?
No.
I would just like to say I'm very excited to get to work with Liz, and I'm happy that she's been able to provide for us tonight and for however long we, in the future.
Thank you.
Is there any motion on the floor?
I'll make that motion.
Any second?
I'll second.
All right.
Supervisor Holdridge.
Aye.
Councilmember Ardisana.
Aye.
Councilmember Becker.
Aye.
Councilmember Courtney.
No abstain, no against, passes. Attorney for the planning board, David Donovan. Is there any discussion?
Nope.
No.
Is there any motion on the floor?
I'll make the motion. I'll
Is there-
second that.
Supervisor Holdridge.
Aye.
Councilmember Ardisana.
Aye.
Councilmember Becker.
Aye.
Councilmember Courtney.
Aye.
No against, no abstain, passes. Attorney for the ZBA, Robert Dickover. Any discussion?
Nope.
Any motion on the floor?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Supervisor Holdridge.
Aye.
Councilmember Ardisana.
Aye.
Councilmember Becker.
Aye.
Councilmember Courtney.
No against, no abstain, passes. Attorney for the Ethics Board, Gary Goldstein. Any discussion?
Nope.
No.
Any motion?
I'll make the motion.
Any second?
I'll second.
Supervisor Holdridge.
Aye.
Councilmember Ardisana.
Aye.
Councilmember Becker.
Aye.
Councilmember Courtney.
No against, no abstain, passes. Special Prosecutor, John Bach. Any discussion? Any motion?
I'll make the motion.
Seconded.
I'll second.
Supervisor Holdridge.
Aye.
Councilmember Ardisana.
Aye.
Councilmember Becker.
Aye.
Councilmember Courtney.
All right. No against, no abstain, passes. I think in the interest of time, we will try to we won't do roll call votes. We're trying to institute roll call votes for the future, just for transparency purposes, and I just think it's a better system. I think the rest of the board agrees with me, but for tonight, since we are on a time limit,
Just move forward to
we will
the-
just go on regular votes. So, we got engineer for the town, Lincoln Tully. Is there any discussion?
Nope, nope.
We have engineer for the planning board will also be Lincoln Tully. Is there any discussion?
Nope, nope.
Auditing firm will continue to be RBT. Is there any discussion?
Nope, nope.
Historian will continue to be Clifton Patrick. Is there any discussion?
Nope, nope.
Is the planner is vacant. Yeah, and that will have to be. Is there any motion on the floor for those appointments or consultants? Sorry.
I'll make the motion.
Is there any second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those against? Abstentions? None. All right. So now we are on to board member appointments. So for the term ending in December 31st of 2024, Don Sirota. For the planning board member for term ending in December 31st, 2030 is Dot. How did you pronounce that?
Worsbicky.
Worsbicky. Thank you all. Planning board member for the term ending in 12/31/26
Vacant.
is vacant for now. I'm realizing, is there any discussion on any of these? No?
Continue.
Continue? No, I know I will. I just want to ask for discussion every time. Zoning board chair for term ending on December 31st, 2024, Greg Feigelson. Any discussion? The next alternate member for the zoning board is vacant. Zoning board member for term ending in December 31st, 2028 is Greg Feigelson. Any discussion?
No.
Ethics board member for term ending in December 31st, 2025 is Maria Arias.
Yes.
Arias. That's a 1-year term. Is there any discussion?
Nope, nope.
Okay. Ethics board member for term ending in the same date, December 31st, 2025 is David Collins. Any discussion?
Nope.
All right. Ethics board, that's a vacant term. Tim Diltz will no longer be able to serve. His term limits are up. Board of Assessment Review for term ending on September 30th, 2028, Michael Gardner. Is there any discussion?
Nope.
You don't have me on there on the ethics board, or that doesn't matter because
Your term is still,
still open.
yeah, still,
Didn't have.
yeah, it wasn't a 1-year appointment. So, Board of Assessment Review for term ending on September 30th, 2024 is vacant. Library Board of Trustee for term ending in 12/31/28 is also vacant. Is there any other further discussion on any of this?
No.
Is there any motion on the floor for all of them?
I'll make the motion.
Is there any second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those against? Abstentions? None. All passes. And we will direct the town clerk, Linda Sapala, to post for vacancies, except for the Library Board of Trustees. All right. Committee liaisons. Ambulance will be myself and Bob Courtney. Assessor will be myself and Tony Artisana. Building will be Larry Dysinger and Tom Becker. Representatives to the Muna Basin Sewer Commission will be Tom Becker and Robert Courtney. Fire will be Fire District Department will be myself. Highway will be Larry Dysinger and Tom Becker. Parks and Rec will be myself and Bob Courtney. Planning and Zoning will be Larry Dysinger and myself. Police will be myself and Tony Artisana. Water will be Tom Becker and myself. The Sugarloaf Performing Arts Center will be myself and Bob Courtney. Grants will be myself. Union contracts, Bob Courtney and Larry Dysinger. Comprehensive Plan and Community. I don't know why we wrote that. Larry Dysinger and myself. Liaison to Senator Skoufis will be myself, and liaison to Assemblyman Mayor will be Bob Courtney. Is there any discussion on any of this?
Nope.
No.
Any motion?
I'll make the motion.
Seconded.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those, aye. All those against? Abstentions? None.
And you can just do salaries as presented. You don't have to go through
I don't have to go through it.
as presented.
Salaries as presented.
Okay. The salaries as presented, it has been posted online. So everybody is able to see it. If anybody has any questions, that will be, they can direct them to me at the supervisor's office. I'd be happy to explain it all to you. But it was posted online, so everybody should have had a chance to see it. Is there any discussion on any of the salaries?
No.
Any motion?
I'll make the motion.
Any seconded?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? All those abstention? Passes.
Just one question. Do you want to put any type of number on the building inspector? Yeah, you still want to discuss that at another meeting?
Where is that?
Building inspector, it's vacant. We didn't put a number with that. so
Right, yeah, that will
we'll
be,
leave that open for
yeah,
now.
we're gonna have to, yeah, leave that open.
Okay.
Decorum at town meetings, this is not something that needs to be,
You've already adopted
Yeah,
those documents, so if you're.
if
through your
anybody's
outline-
interested, yeah, they can,
Review all of this.
yeah, review all of it. It's all posted online. Again, if anybody has any questions, please direct it to me at the supervisor's office. I'd be happy to go through it with you. But it's normal, nothing was changed. Where are we then?
Schedule.
Schedule fees. Yes, here.
You adopted that. That was in your first. So these are just the attached reference. So you're ready to adjourn if you're.
Yep, so you already did those.
Yep.
Did have some that we-
Yes, we did need to amend some. That's something that we should have done at the beginning. Is that something we can amend after the fact?
What, your fee schedule?
Yeah.
Your fee schedule can be amended from time to time by resolution.
Yeah.
So at any time, if there's a justification to alter the fees, you can do that at
So we
any
can
point.
offer a resolution at the next meeting, or can
Yeah.
we do that? Okay. So there are some things that we need to look at in terms of the lights, the summer camp, and the, what was the third thing?
Pack reduction.
Yes, the temporary reduction for the pack. We will revisit that at the next meeting. Just small changes here and there, but that will be revisited. I'll make a note. I apologize. We were supposed to handle that tonight, but in the interest of time, we will revisit next week at the first regular meeting. We will have a resolution offered up. So that leads us where?
Motion to adjourn.
I'll just make one comment. Before we adjourn, I'll just make one comment. I want to, even though Larry couldn't make it here tonight, I want to thank him for all the work he did in putting this document together with the help of this board. And I think communication here with this board has been tremendous. I'm looking forward to working with everybody, and the town's going to be working very well very soon.
And we already posted for all vacant positions at the end of one of those motions, right?
Yes.
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 I just want to make sure we're good there. We are, more comments. Yes, I do want to recognize Larry's many revisions and much work on this document. He was a big help while we're all still in transition. Obviously, I know Linda can speak to how much help Larry was as well. Yeah.
It was a good second time.
Yeah, is there any other discussion or comments from the board?
Tonight, I don't have anything tonight.
Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah, anything else?
Good, thank you.
We have just a little bit of extra time. Is there any public comment at the end of the meeting by anybody or anybody from home? No? None? All right. Well, thank you all for being here. Looking forward to getting to the next regular meeting, well, the first regular meeting of the year on January 10th. So is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Against?
Thank you.
Abstentions? We're good. Passes.